I'm just out here in the bee yard, and unfortunately, I went ahead and gave 5 boxes some syrup today. These were our 5 weakest hives. We changed them around a couple weeks ago, did some check reporting, etc. I just wanted to make sure they had enough syrup to build off of. And unfortunately, it has set off a feeding frenzy. So I tried to put a little bit of reduction there in the entrance, but they are just fighting like mad. So we've got all sorts of... I hate seeing this. So... just hate it. Come on, girls. Got some down there trying to bring in pollen, but they are just not happy. So unfortunately, it's every hive, every entrance, for whatever reason, they're not happy around the yard today. These gals are out foraging. That pollen they're bringing in. I'll put a little entrance reducer in here too. We'll see if... Well, that's part of the problem. Well, I have to rethink this. I can't get the dead bees out. So I wanted to reduce it so they don't have to guard, but now they're struggling to get the dead girls out. That's not what I wanted to see either. Have to rethink this too. I don't have to guard as much, but when they try to clean, we got a problem. That was good for me to see. Earlier I saw them not letting any of the drones in, so just take a look here for a minute. So you got a drone right there at the bottom trying to get up and in. And he is being blocked. And look at the top, see if you can get in. Nope. Just fighting today because that's syrup. Fortunately, this is the worst one here. Just move aside for a minute. The syrup's in here in the top box. And while they all were very hungry to start off with, we've just got lots of fighting. For once, Angry Hive is the calmest, I think. Not much going on here. Not really having to guard much at all. Look, that pollen going in now. They're feeding. I got some babies. We thought for a long time they were queenless. And they calmed down enough. We smoked them, and Ben was able to get in there and found the queen. What a beauty. right on in. Look at all these girls. They're falling. How gorgeous that is. Just give them less to protect, so they're going to figure their way out over here. Nice calm hive. This is a dahlem hive. Dahlem will stay here over winter, and in the spring, hopefully they'll survive the winter. In the spring we'll split them and try to get 2 hives out of dahlem for next year. So, again, it's a feeding frenzy out here. I got some syrup and they're all battling. Unfortunately, those without syrup are wanting to get some syrup. So hopefully by tomorrow they'll calm down a little bit. These girls are good. It's good seeing pollen going in. Anything interesting down here. Checking each other out, making sure they belong in the hive. It's beauty. It's kind of nice not smelling that dirty socks goldenrod. Tried to close this one off, but just not enough space to get out here and maneuver them around a little bit. But for now, at least we'll maybe calm down some of this robbing. Good to also look at the boxes and see where they've purpleized and shut. And keep everything sterile in there and a ton of open space. So we go out to the top bars. So we're going to go out to the top bars in the bee tree and just get some quick shots out there. So here we have Simon. And it looks like they are still only using the base of the tree trunk. Where they cut it. It's the only entrance they're using. Not sure, why they've decided not to use any other entrances, but there was one, two. When they used this lid there for a long time, there was a small entrance up there they were using. They must have closed it off. Maybe as they knew winter was coming, they didn't want to have to guard as much, so we've just got that one entrance. This is one of the rescue hives. Had a couple queen issues with it, but it has swarmed twice this year. They like this back entrance rather than the front entrance. Very busy. And then we have pretty active girls. And unfortunately, I think the feeding frenzy has gotten several of these a little bit more activity than we want, but hopefully tomorrow everything will calm back down. Unfortunately, this is a very small colony in this one, so hoping they will survive the winter. But they just haven't really taken off and started building comb real well yet. So we're just going to have to see how they do. Ripple is in the process of being rebuilt. And one we most frequently show you is hammerstone. This entire top bar is full of comb, and so many bees. They were out here a couple weeks ago, just like they were bearded all over the front, just trying to stay cool in some of the hot days. But then one day it dropped down into the 50s, and there they were, still hanging out all over on the outside. But this is one very full, very active hive. I believe they've swarmed once or twice this year as well. And unfortunately, instead of going 8 to 10 feet up in the tree, they went about 25 to 30 feet up in the tree. We had to get the bucket truck just to retrieve the swarm. That's happened to us twice this year. For some reason, they just love going up high in the tree this year. So, I hope you enjoyed the inspection. The girls look great going into winter here. So, every hive is active except for our one top bar that's getting repaired. So, any questions? Send us a message.